let's get into it. Welcome to Call of Cthulhu Live. I am so incredibly excited to be here with this crew of hilarious folks. Thank you guys so much for coming to play with me tonight and entertain some folks. I am your keeper of lore for this evening, but you can call me Keeper for short. I am joined by four bold investigators. To give you an idea of Call of Cthulhu, if you have not played it before, Call of Cthulhu is a horror mystery tabletop RPG. That means that I, the Keeper, will present a mystery for our investigators to solve. Roby will be interpreting my opening monologue through the use of hand puppetry interpretive dance. We will all be voguing to the rhythm of my monologue. Given a mystery for our investigators to solve, or at least survive, I will set up an environment, describe a situation, and play any other characters who come into being. The investigators will tell me what they want to do, what their player characters want to do. If the thing they want to do seems challenging, or would violate the laws of physics or man, I will have them roll to see if they accomplish it. In Call of Cthulhu, all of your skills are percentages. My players should have their character sheets ready, and they will know what those percentages are. I'm fine with you just saying a thing you want to do, and then I tell you what you need to roll for it. I'm also fine with you being like, I want to roll botany to see if I know about this thing. I want to roll this skill that I have to see what I know, or to see if I can... I have voting. Like, I'm okay with a little meta gaming, as they say. You will roll 2 percentile dice, or 1 massive 100-sided behemoth, in Eric's case. If you roll under your skill level, then you succeed. So if you have a 60 in dodge, you might not get hit by the drive-by shooting. That might be a luck roll, actually. Hard to dodge bullets. If you roll over your skill, then you fail. A 1, just like a pure 1, is a critical success. 100, so all zeros, is a critical failure. Investigators, make sure you have your dice and your character sheets ready, whether the dice are virtual, novelty, or otherwise. Our investigators are going to succeed or fail. Horrible or good things will happen, and then they must make new decisions. Rinse and repeat until the mystery is solved or everyone is dead. I'll explain further mechanics as we go, like combat and sanity, as it comes up. But just keep in mind, if you get hurt badly enough, you will die. If you see too many horrible things, you will go insane. That's pretty much the gist. Now, before we get into our adventure, and again, thank you to my investigators, does anyone have any questions about the game before we jump in? Oh, beautiful. All right. And just to give you a slight heads up, folks, after I introduce our scenario, I will be asking you to introduce your character to the world. So just so you know... Just so you completely ignore everything I'm about to say and focus entirely on how you're going to introduce yourself. As we know, everyone does. All right, let's us begin Call of Cthulhu. I'm just going to take a quick look at the Twitch chat. Okay, good. Genna has not texted. Everything has failed. You're a fuck up. And everything appears to be working. I'm not saying he would definitely say that to me, but that would be the tone. All right. And we begin. Call of Cthulhu Live. Episode 1. Sunday, June 3rd, 1923. A golden age. War as we know it is over. Soda pop has cocaine in it. And your friendly neighborhood mafia keeps the drinks flowing. Sure, most working class folks are still struggling for an 8-hour workday, fascism is on the rise in Europe, and instead of processing the grief of millions dying in the maw of mechanized warfare in the Great War, hundreds of thousands are plunging their troubles beneath a veneer of playful alcoholism. But hey, we have jazz music! It's a hectic time of liberation for some and upheaval for many, but under the champagne bubble surface, beyond the normal cruelties of man, there waits a horror unfathomable to our brave investigators. On this particular Sunday evening, your friend, Mrs. Dorothea Castlemeyer, has invited you to a Sunday evening cocktail party. Around 7 o'clock, you have arrived at her pleasant, large abode in a well-to-do suburb of Arkham, Massachusetts, near Boston. The house is kept up well, with a pleasing front yard, but you notice when you enter through the front door that the drawing room is sparsely furnished. There's only on one side an antique velvet love seat and a more modern, larger couch. And then on the other side of the room, there's a table with drinks that's pushed up against the wall. It appears much of the room has been left open, perhaps for dancing? A radio crackles out the smooth trumpets of an orchestra, but the underlying static feels like it's getting under your skin. It obviously needs repairs or some kind of adjustment. Next to the drinks stands an elderly butler. Elderly doesn't quite cut it. This man is ancient. He is quite tall with a bit of a stoop, and he stands so still you might be forgiven for thinking he's a statue. There are only you four in this room, plus the butler, right now. When you arrived, the butler informed you, in a wheezing voice, "Your hostess, Mrs. Castlemeyer, will be joining you soon." You are unsurprised that she is not ready. Mrs. Castlemeyer does like to make an entrance. Now, as you wait for your hostess to descend from the top floor, as the light outside dies behind great, wide, uncovered windows, what are you doing at the start of this little soiree? Let's start with Abby. Who is your character and what are they doing right now at this little party?
All right. Well, is it okay, I have a
Yes,
question.
absolutely. I love
Is
questions.
this like honest or is it what my character would share?
What you think that the other people in the room would probably immediately perceive.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to tell us too much right now, but what you think people could kind of get from
All
you
right.
right away.
All right. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm,
Well, my
mm-hmm.
name's Rita, from Texas, obviously, if you can hear my accent. I am kind of an art dealer, so I'm here, well, first of all, to drink, and secondly, to make a few deals.
Beautiful. All right. What are you doing in the room right now?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I went straight to the bar.
Perfect. Standing by the bar.
Prohibition who?
Prohibition Who? That's the real name of this episode. All right. Eric, what is your character's name and what are they doing?
My name is Clint Featherfirth. I'm a 65-year-old train mechanic who was born in England, but I've lived in the US long enough that I've lost my accent, but I'll occasionally dive into it at opportune moments. And I've lived in Boston. I was a World War I veteran, and I've lived in Boston working as a train mechanic for the last couple years. I'm looking around for snacks, similarly being unsocial like the woman going to the bar.
Perfect. All right. Jake, can you introduce us to your character?
Yes, I am Ambrose Weston Vellum the Third. I know you all have heard of me. I am dressed to the nines. I am in a fine tailored suit with fine wool and linens. They're deep green shades that are punctuated by some deep navies. I have a mustache that like deeply curls on the edges. Uh, I also have a nice pair of spectacles, and my hair is well done in pomade. And what else is important to know? Oh, I'm carrying a cane, but it's very clear that I do not require its use. It is purely for show. And I am most likely. Is there anyone attending the bar?
So the butler is standing next to the bar, and he's like your server.
Oh, great, wonderful. Jeffrey, I would like a very complicated, very specific drink, which he, of course, knows.
Of course. What could I make for you?
I would like a martini that understands me.
And he turns. The joints are moving. The joints are moving towards the gin.
Oh, let me think. I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna start making my own drink.
Oh, very good, sir. Please let me know if I may be of service.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Well done, Jeffrey.
Roby, please introduce us to your character and what they are doing in the room right now.
My name is Louie Lou, and I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm
Christ.
a 12-year-old street orphan coming straight from the Catholic orphanage. I was trying to swipe this lady's coin purse, and then she took me back to the nunnery and snitched me out. So now I'm here, I'm just twiddling my thumbs. I don't know why a child is at this party, but I guess everybody has a nice fat wallet, so we'll see what I get away with tonight.
That was amazing. I've turned you down a wee bit. Poor Jeffrey. Beautiful. Okay. We have so what are you doing? You're like you're scoping out the folks.
Yeah, in a corner. All these adults are milling about, looking like a bunch of rascals just talking to each other about the weather, stupid crap. And meanwhile, I'm in this nice place. I don't know if I've been in a place this nice before. So I can't tell if I want to stay here and enjoy the luxury or if I want to snatch something and bail for the first window.
He's having such a journey. Beautiful. Okay, we now know everyone. And I'm going to start us off by asking everyone to roll for luck. So tell me, you're going to roll against your luck score, and you're going to tell me if you roll at least your luck or below. Okay, if you passed, you hit it, perfect.
Yeah, 47 out of 40.
All right. Oh.
Close.
I'm not feeling so lucky tonight.
You're too busy having like a crisis of like, do I rob and run? Do I rob and run? Did you pass, Eric?
I did indeed.
Okay, so our three adults are not really interested in talking to each other, as we've learned. And so your eyes are kind of wandering. And you end up looking out a window. And looking out the window, you notice a neighbor park his automobile in front of the house across the street. You can tell he's middle-aged, dressed in a nice suit, suitable for the weather and the time of day. And from this distance, I mean, he's not unattractive. It's hard to tell from across the road. Unaware that he is being watched, he exits the car and pops the trunk, withdrawing from it two objects wrapped in canvas. One of the objects is small and round, and the other is approximately the size and shape of a small baseball bat. He carries these to the front door, holding them both under one arm while he struggles with the stubborn lock. This is the most interesting thing going on right now at this party, so you guys are just riveted. Just riveted on this. Meanwhile, we've got fucking Charles Dickens' saddest orphan, like, just monitoring pockets, making choices over here. As he's struggling with the lock, the larger of the two packages slides loose and falls to the porch with a resounding plop. The canvas falls open, and you catch a glimpse of something white and cylindrical in the light of the dusk. Can I get a spot hidden roll from our from our 3 grown folks.
Spot hidden.
Yes, so that'll be one of your skills.
Oh no, I did not.
You did
No,
not.
I
at all.
don't have that skill.
Well, roll against the base.
I should. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
25. Okay.
Yes. And I'm just...
We all failed.
Everybody failed.
Wait, so if I have to get above?
You want to get below a 25.
Below? Nope.
Nope. Failed. And what'd you get? You failed. All right. So that is all you see. You see an old man get out, struggle with a package, and drop that package to the floor. He immediately wraps it back up, looks around. Satisfied that nobody saw him, he unlocks his door and disappears into the tightly shuttered house. What would you like to do?
Saw that, right? That was fucking weird.
Yes, it was weird. He didn't have a doormat or anything.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So poor.
So poor. So poor. Oh gosh. You feel bad, but they do some silly things.
Great.
We're gonna get along, I think.
I talk
the
to
two
rich
of us.
people all the time.
Oh, of course, of course.
And his house is shuttered. I wonder if it's abandoned, if he really owns it, or if there's something
Oh,
nefarious
good
going
point. He's a
on there.
vagrant.
Very smart. I mean, no one's feeling Snoopy. Well, we're still waiting. We're waiting for our friend to show up.
Well, I mean, did you say Snoopy? And I'm gonna pull out a magnifying glass that I carry around, also mostly decorative. We can do a little snoops if we want to.
At
But I need my
that
drink first.
At that moment, you hear from upstairs, "Oh, has the party already started?" And then, rushing down the stairs, you see your dear friend, Mrs. Dorothea Castlemeyer. She is dressed rather casually, more casually than you're used to seeing, in just a white, fluffy button-down and trousers. But she is wearing a shining amount of jewelry and has done her makeup in the most fashionable style, although it's not even. It's not even. She didn't quite get it. But it's, it's hard. Mrs. Castlemeyer comes rushing down the stairs and says, "Hello all. Thank you so much for coming to my... Oh, this is everyone. Everyone's here? Jeffrey." "This is everyone who arrived, madam." "Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, Rita, I'm so glad to see you here. Oh, I'm so glad I have people I need you to meet. I absolutely need you to meet. Clint Featherfirth. Thank you so much for making it. You and your stories of the war and of trains. Utterly riveting. I knew you just had to meet my other dear friend. What did you say the nickname was that people called him?
Oh, what was Amby?
Amby.
Amby.
You just have to meet Amby. I know he would be marvelous at putting one of your adventures into a little bookie book. And of
I'm
course.
charmed, darling.
And the guest of the hour. The sweet, innocent urchin, who I am so glad managed to find their way here all by their lonesome. Louie Lou. I swore I would find you a home. It can't be with me. I travel, but I will find you a home. So, is everyone drinking?
Is that why I'm here, mistress? You're trying to sell me off or something?
I'm not going to sell you, darling. No. That's illegal. I checked. No, sweetie. We're going to find you a lovely home.
So you invited me to a cocktail party to do this? This makes about enough sense as a newspaper being shoved into a telegraph.
He's so funny.
Mouth on that one.
He has quite a wit. And if you're looking for that in your child, then I think he would be perfect. Is everyone drinking except you, Louie? It's bad for your tiny liver. You can have a little champagne, though, darling. Champagne never hurt anyone.
I have my martini.
Perfect.
All right, weird little one. Yeah, let me get you a glass of wine. Who cares, you know? Here
Like
you go.
Lu-
Child?
Louie, do you accept a glass of wine?
I guess I can accept a glass of wine. I feel like the doctors give out worse these days. I hear about freaking cocaine and vodka and God knows what else they have going on in those tinctures of theirs, so I guess a little wine won't hurt.
Oh, that reminds me.
Sleepy, I got some coke to wake you right up. There you go.
Perfect. All right. Do you drink it, child? Am I gonna get cut off of Twitch for giving a child champagne? Do you drink it, small child?
Just wait till we give him the cocaine.
Yeah. I have Coca-Cola in the fridge.
It's like a more bitter, horrible version of some grape juice with prunes. Thanks.
Fantastic. If you drink it, then I'll have you roll like a constitution, but if you just like take a sip and are like, this is gross, then we'll just let it ride.
I think I just take a sip and I find a nice plant in the corner.
To just
Say, I'd like to grab it from him. I, as an elderly person, love prunes.
Well, you can. Here you go. Happy to give it to the elders. I'm not really used to giving stuff to people, just taking stuff away.
I clutch my dress where there shouldn't be pockets, but I clutch like there are things hidden.
like they were there. Perfect. Well, I'm glad everybody has a little something. I will now tell you what this party is truly to celebrate. Just this last week, women, according to our Grand Attorney General, are legally allowed to wear trousers.
It's a big clap from Ambrose. Big, 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 ostentatious clap.
Liberals.
Vote.
It is called progress. It is called daring. It is called, dare I say, fashion. So tonight, let us celebrate and share some interesting stories about our interesting lives. And I'm not going to force it, but if anyone does want to adopt the child, I'm sure we could arrange it.
How much are children going for these days?
Louie
He
Lou.
wants to sell me.
No. It's a finder's fee. This is what adults call a finder's fee.
He doesn't want to sell you. He just wants to buy you.
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
Yes.
So,
Gonna some freight train car, cold and starving and alone, but it's okay. I've weathered the streets before. I'll just soak up the warmth here while I can.
doesn't his story bring tears to your eyes?
He'll have to go back to the street. I don't know that anyone wants to agree to buy a child, especially in such a public forum.
I feel like I'm worth a little more than that.
Again, I'm not asking you to pay me for him. Like, I think someone's being
This
confused.
is a free child.
It's
You're
a
giving
free
this one away
child.
for free.
Actually,
Oh,
you
interesting.
If I'm so valuable, I'm gonna sell myself. You can pay me correctly.
Okay, young man. Or woman, we haven't really established it. Let's talk about...
I'm here with your trouser journey. Like I always say, trousers are trousers. They don't determine anything about you. Why should some people wear dresses and other people wear trousers? I say we all wear trousers and we all just stop caring.
Wear what you want. Live with whom you want. Love who you want, especially when your husband's on a business trip.
Yes, girl. Yes, girlfriend. Absolutely.
It's
I
the
feel
roaring
like the Catholic
20s.
nuns would disagree with that sentiment.
Oh, nuns. What did they ever do for me?
Well, that's fair.
I went to a Catholic school as well. They beat me.
Yeah, pretty regular occurrence.
It's just normal there. Like, even you tell other children, like, oh, they beat me, and nobody cares. Anyway, I feel like we should have a little bit of dancing. And before you're all forced to somehow turn this party into dance partners, there is a knock on the front door. The elderly butler begins to move, making his way towards the front door. All the way.
I'm gonna kind of like push him forward with my cane.
He gets a
Get
little
into
bit of a
Casey's
boost.
speed.
He gets a
Yeah,
little
just
bit of a
little
boost.
power boost.
And so does everybody else just stand there and watch this decrepit old man?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
awesome. And then so he finally gets to the door. For the sake of the audience, we'll fast forward the next 2 minutes. And he finally gets to the door. And he opens it up. And who is standing there but that neighbor you guys saw a little bit ago? Oh, hello, Dorothea. I knew you were having a party. I'm sorry I can't stay this evening. I've got to catch up on some work, but I brought you some fruits and veggies from my garden. Mr. Corbitt. Yes, you must come in. Come in. No. I can only stay. I can only stay a moment, but here you go. And he hands over a basket of fruits and vegetables. And she says, no, come in, and grabs him and bodily pulls him into the room, putting a glass of champagne into his hands. Oh, okay, all right. Well, hello all. I'm Mr. Corbitt. I'm Dorothea's neighbor, as well as her wonderful husband. We know each other also from the local businessmen's club. And it is delightful to meet all of you. That is Dorothea. Is that your nephew or niece? The child in the corner?
No, he's just here. We're in talks to acquire him.
Yeah, not myself. Do you want to buy?
No, sir. No.
We'll start off with 100 smackaroos.
I don't know what that is.
You might need 100 smackaroos.
Oh, sorry.
You can't do anything to me that the Catholic nuns haven't.
Okay. Yeah. Young person, are you in need of a home?
That's a weird question to ask a child, but maybe.
I just assume it seems like you are homeless. I'm sorry, that's rude. I don't want to assume anything, but your clothes have holes in them and you're offering to sell yourself.
I mean, I won't turn down a good home, but depends on who's in it.
Well, isn't that what guarantees happiness for us all? Who's in our home?
I guess.
Are any of you this child's parent?
Oh no, no.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No.
He's an urchin that just wandered in off the street. Honestly, I think he's weird and he smells bad.
Oh,
I was going to say that, but yes, I agree.
Oh, we
Yeah,
don't
thank you.
How do you do to you too, ma'am?
I'm not sure that I have room in my home right now to adopt a child. Maybe. You don't have any family? Like anyone who knows where you are?
The nuns know that I'm here.
Well, the nuns know that you're here, and if you were to not go back to the nuns, they would notice.
Yeah, the nuns keep pretty close watch on me. I mean, they do let me prowl the streets, and I often come back with money, but then they just kind of turn and look the other way because they desperately need donations because their parish is not doing too well.
Okay, are there a lot of children there?
I mean, I feel like the children kind of come and go. It's like yeah, it's like an orphanage, but they tend to get adopted like kind of regularly. But also, it's like a lot of like weird situations in which sometimes parents just really want to teach their kids a lesson, so the nuns are actually just looking for them for 2 weeks, but then they become convinced that they're adopted when they really aren't, and so they just essentially just get scared straight.
No, I couldn't. Okay, I know. I'm sorry. It's so nice to meet all of you. Mr. Corbitt hands back the champagne to Dorothea. So nice to meet all of you. I'm afraid I have to go finish some work in my house, and I cannot take this child. I can't do it. But so lovely to meet you, Dorothea. Have a lovely party. And he like leaves, like Dorothea's like, no, stay. It'll be, we want to talk. But he like gets out of her grasp and he like hustles back to his house.
Name do you have, Dorothea?
Oh yes, you know, he's a widower.
Oh.
So he's very shy. I mean, he's very polite, unfailingly polite. And he's always giving little treats like this. If anybody would like an apple or a pear or, oh, look at carrots. And she sets out the little, like a pleasant little bushel of goods onto the table.
I'm going to grab an apple.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not gonna grab anything. He was giving me a weird attitude. I don't know how to describe it. So what do you mean by widower? Do you mean that he killed his wife or something?
Absolutely not. He just had a wife and then she went to the great beyond.
Oh, you mean like heaven?
Yes, she went to heaven, sweetheart. Yes, it's
okay.
a very
the nuns
tragic
are a bit more direct.
Yes. It's a very tragic story actually. They married young, but she didn't survive the birth of their first child, and unfortunately neither did the child.
It's awful.
Very
Wow.
tragic story. I try to get him to come out of his shell a little bit, but he refuses all of my invitations. I have no idea why.
Well, I couldn't ever imagine why. You are just such a lovely person to be around. I'm gonna take a grape.
And these selling a children party are just
So fun
Oh,
and
so
much fun.
interesting.
Again, not selling. I'm doing a good deed by taking an orphan and putting him around people who could potentially take an orphan.
No, very
Reminder.
industrious of you.
Thank you.
That's
It's thinking
actually
outside the box, as they say.
Yeah.
Yes. And then if the orphan or person who adopted to him has to feel grateful and put my name in a newspaper, well, I'm certainly not going to stop them.
And who amongst us
Publicity?
will?
Louis, what did you say?
You want publicity?
I want people to think about the good deeds they could do outside of their own selfish needs. And you see the, like, decrepit butler, like...
Okay, well, good deeds or not, stick a $5 in my pocket and you got yourself a deal, missus.
No, again, I don't want a child. I'm very busy.
Well,
Does he have
I
any
certainly
tricks?
don't want a child.
Oh, what? Mr. Fucking Featherfinch? I'm just gonna go for that. Mr. Featherfinch. Featherfirth. Excuse me, it's a lovely name. What did you say?
Does he know any tricks?
The child.
The child. The
Do you
one
know
for
any-
sale.
Do you know any... Do you know any tricks, Louis?
I can try to think of something,
Can I roll for sleight of hand to pinch something from his pocket?
Absolutely. Now, everyone is staring at you, waiting for you to do a trick, but we're all also expecting some kind of trick. So go ahead and roll sleight of hand and tell me if you pass or not.
Okay. Yes, I do pass.
Okay. What were you trying to do? Are you like, look at nothing up my sleeve, and then take somebody's fucking wallet, or?
Okay, mister, come here. I've got a little magic tricks to show you. I once ran into this street magician who showed me some really cool stuff. So, first, you're just gonna come over, you're gonna stand right here in the center of the room. Okay, now you're gonna close your eyes, and you're gonna hold your hands out, you're gonna clap your hands together. Yep, I'm gonna grab them like this. And when you open your hands, it's gonna be something that you've always dreamed of having, something that you really treasure. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
And what is there? Is there anything there, or is it just a Zen koan?
Yeah, let's go with there's nothing there.
Okay.
Indeed,
Louis,
metaphorical.
are you saying that what we truly desire is in our hands all along?
He was a real philosophical magician. Really taught me the ropes with the power of with hands. And nothing in them.
All right, so you were able to slip something out of Mr. Featherfirth's pocket in that exchange. Mr. Featherfirth, let's go ahead and roll against your luck to see what he stole.
Okay. So I passed.
Okay, so what is your luck and what did you roll?
My luck is 80, and I rolled 74.
That's amazing. Okay, what is the least valuable thing in your pocket? Like the thing you care about the least?
A nice pen.
All right, you now have a very nice pen, Louie Lou. That is yours now.
It's a vellum pen.
It's a vellum pen. It's the only pen worth buying. That's their slogan.
That's why it's $3.
It's $3, folks.
$3.
That is it's expensive.
Very nice pen.
Thank you. Thank you. You have good taste, sir.
So, who ate something from the basket? Fantastic. I'm gonna have you roll against your constitution.
Oh no, we're dead.
I just fucking kill. Death by fruit, no explanation. Out of my game.
Yeah, we're good. I think I only ate a grape.
Okay,
so
you ate
50
one grape.
out of 70.
You got a what?
50 of 70.
Okay, you're chill. You're vibing. Nothing is
I ate one
wrong.
grape.
You ate one grape, and that grape was great, and nothing is wrong.
It's pretty good.
Got a 95.
Against?
And my constitution's 45.
That's awesome. The music that is playing now is no longer the music of the scratchety record player. It's like the music of the angels. It's like trumpets that are playing from your soul. It's possibly the most beautiful thing you've ever heard. And also, the colors in here. My God, the colors. It is gorgeous. All right. Now that we've gotten into the party, you know Dorothea, you know you've met Mr. Corbitt. I'm going to ask each of you what you would like to do next. Rita, what would you like to do next?
Well, I think I'm gonna schmooze my friend. You know me. But that can wait. That can wait. I just want to talk to you. You know, I came all this way. You did send me a letter about that art piece, and you know, you want to be in the papers. I got something that'll get you in the papers. It might get you in the Met, in fact, and only you know, $50. It can be yours. It's just in my trunk in my hotel room.
$50. That's oh my. All right, I will be right back. I just have to call my husband, and if he's not out gallivanting, then I will be able to give you that money right away. And she skitters the fuck off. You didn't even have to roll a charm check. Dorothea she loves that idea. All right, so we had that exchange. Dorothea is now upstairs. Mr. Featherfirth, what would you like to do?
Walk over to Ambi and say, quite the evening that we've had already. She is quite the character, isn't she? How did you meet Miss Dorothea?
I'm just going to reach out and touch her face. Just be like, it's so soft.
What is your response, Mr. Featherfirth?
I'm just gonna step back and kind of whisper to myself, like, maybe when she worked with those needy children years back.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yes,
Yes, Dorothea and I, we've gone back long time in the past, long ago, before this music.
Before
Do you hear
what?
this music? It's illustrious. Do you hear this music?
I shove the child away from the fruit, and I say, don't touch that shit.
All right, child, what would you like to do in response?
I don't know what the crackers is going on with him, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom and marvel at the sweet pen I just stole from that plank of wood rich man.
Like a wood rich man. All right, so you were going to wander off and try to find a restroom.
Should I roll for navigate?
You're navigating the house. Well, let me pull up the layout really quick. I don't think it will be that hard. But this all just gave up
Never
on me.
know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you do have to do some like wandering.
It's one of
Here we
those
go.
old Victorians. It's like 3 stories high. It has the most
Yeah.
inexplicable layout known to man.
It is a little weird. Yeah, so y'all are like partying in the front room. you like look through one door that's like the opposite way of like the entrance, and it's a dining room. And then besides that, there's like stairs, and then there's another door kind of like in that hallway by the stairs. So where would you like to go?
I'll go through the hallway
Right.
by the stairs, looking to see if there's a powder room.
Yep, perfect. You wander into the there's clearly like a made up guest room, bedroom area, and right there is the bathroom.
All right. I go in and I lock the door, and I'm just sitting on the crapper looking at my shiny new pen.
Okay, fantastic. There is a window in this restroom. There's blinds that you could shut. But out of the window, you do see that the lights in the basement of Mr. Corbitt's house are on. And the rest of you could see this as well out through the front windows of the house. Andy, anything else you want to do while you're vibing?
Are there plants nearby?
There are no plants in this room. There's nothing in it but the couch and a table of alcohol, and also the beautifully arranged pile of fruits and vegetables.
I'm gonna head to that couch
Okay.
and just marvel at its like softness. It's so soft.
It's
I'm
luxurious,
gonna put my
really.
head on it down and just be like, oh, does anyone else come feel this? You have to feel this. You have to feel it. Is this not the softest thing you've ever touched? I'm gonna make all the adults try to touch the couch, and I'm gonna be very, very forceful with it.
Yeah, are you gonna go
I'll go
touch
touch
the
it.
couch?
You know, it is a little soft. Yeah, you are. You are.
My eyes are
so
crazy.
smart. Yeah, you're so smart. And while I'm just complimenting you, I think you would have great taste in art. So if you ever want to look at anything pretty, you just tell me. We could get this sale done tonight.
Yes, 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 yes. I like this lady. Yes, I like how you
love
speak and
that.
talk, and the words you say. I like them. I can have something
Yeah.
tonight. Oh, wonderful! I love this
Yeah.
news.
So I want everyone to roll a listen check.
Listen. Let's see.
So if you didn't put any points into listen, you have a base
I don't
of
think I did.
20.
Oh, 20. And I have to do less than 20.
Yes, you have to get 20 or less.
Nope.
Major
68.
fail.
Yeah, major fail.
I got it.
You got it? Okay. Mr. Featherfirth. Oh, and small child, did you get it? You did not. All right, Mr. Featherfirth, you hear what is obviously the sound like a electrical buzzing, a bzz, a zap coming from across the street at Mr. Corbitt's.
Huh, that guy across the street seems to be using a lot of electricity. He seems to be an odd fellow. Maybe that has to deal with that weird machine he was bringing in earlier. Which, I wouldn't think a ton of it, but if he didn't bring over that drugged fruit earlier.
Are there like pretty lights coming from that house?
The basement, yeah, like there's lights, like the lights are flickering from the basement window. He has like put down the shutters so you can't see into those basement windows, but they are like the light is emanating.
Nice. Do I perceive it as like really pretty?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's like beckoning. It's like waving, curling.
I'm gonna head towards the door. I want to
Okay.
go
Okay,
to the lights.
he's heading
lights.
out towards the lights.
Come see this. You must see this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I'm gonna beckon everyone to the door.
You know, our friend should be back any minute with with my $50, but you know what? I am a little pissed. Well, what's her name? What's the friend's name?
Dorothea Castlemeyer.
Dorothy, are you ready?
What? You hear on the phone from upstairs. She's going, "Well, if you weren't always slumming it with that secretary of yours." She's probably not
Fuck it, that's
coming
gonna
right
take
now.
Forever. You know what? I'm a little pissed about this guy trying to drug us. I'd like, you know what? Let's go to your lights.
Yes,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So
I will lead them with the cane.
the adults
to
have left.
across
The
street.
child is in the bathroom with a pen.
I just look out the window and I'm like, what are they doing? That mister was weird. Why are they going over to it? And what's happening through the window?
All right, are you gonna go with them, or are you just like you're just commenting?
I think I'm going to follow them, but stay like a good distance behind. I'm gonna be sneaky, and I can roll stealth for that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the rest of you are marching across the road directly to Mr. Corbitt's. We're going. Is it straight for the front door or straight towards a window?
Unless anyone stops me, I'm going to the door.
Okay, great. Straight through
And then
to
I'm
Mr.
gonna grab
Corbitt's.
his cane and be like, "No, let's go to the window."
Okay, all right.
I can easily
Not be so
turn
obvious.
around.
Fantastic. Small child, I want you to roll for stealth to see if you sneakily follow everyone across the road without anyone noticing. Yeah, you passed?
I did,
Beautiful.
yeah.
All right. None of you know where the child is, but I don't think you cared.
No.
Mia tried to sell you guys a child before. This has been a weird party.
She does this every few months.
Really? You know, I haven't known her that long, but
Yeah, she's always trying to pawn off some wretched like thing she's found. Sometimes it's a puppy, sometimes it's a cat. Now it's a child.
All right. So you're going to come up next to the window to the basement. Are you guys attempting to be sneaky at all? Are you? Okay, we're just seeing if we can see anything.
just sneak a little bit.
You're gonna we're gonna sneak a little.
Yeah, like we're not trying to be obnoxious, but I mean, yeah, we're just standing. I'm just standing out there.
Yeah, like you
Okay.
would. Sounds bad, but like you would snoop on your normal neighbor, you know?
Okay, all right. You two roll.
Well, I'm imagining being much more closer and obnoxious about it.
Oh.
Okay.
But maybe I'm a good normal neighbor.
So, maybe I'm a good normal neighbor. All right. I'm gonna ask you to roll stealth, but I'm gonna ask you to roll half stealth. So this is gonna be harder because you've walked over in a chunk straight up to the window and you're just standing there.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for the high man to roll a quarter
Nice.
No!
because he's vibing, bruh.
Let me see
I was
if I
not
can beat a
successful.
4.
You did not successful.
Oh my god, I was so close! I was so...
Okay. I'm going to tell you guys
I was
Get
something.
so
out of the
close.
way.
Here is a mechanic that you can use if you want to in Call of Cthulhu. You can actually spend your luck points on a roll. So if you want to, it means that you later roll lower for luck. But let's say you want to make sure you pass a roll. You could spend a couple of your luck points and have a lower luck level for the rest of this round. But you would pass the roll.
I needed a 4 and I rolled a 5.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you want to spend a point?
Let's spend 1 point
Spending 1
to
point
pass.
to pass.
It's because I passed and I shoved him out of the way. I was like, no!
I was going straight for the window and knocked into the
Yeah.
bushes.
It gets knocked to the side. But Mr. Featherfirth, you did not pass. You said. Okay.
No.
So, Rita manages to shove the high man to the side. Just kind of out of view of the window, but still peeking through. But meanwhile, Mr. Featherfirth, your peeking eyes into the window are met almost right there with another set of eyes. The light in the basement shuts off. There's no more sounds. What would you like to do?
Is that for everyone?
Yes. What would you like to do next? We can. How about. Well, yeah, I'll ask you guys one because I like seeing what people want to do. Let's go ahead. Rita, what would you like to do? You have managed to hide around the corner, but the lights are now off. You do notice that there are more windows besides these front ones.
I want to try another window.
All right. Go ahead and walk up to another window. I'm going to see what everybody else does, and then I might ask you for a roll. All right. Hi, man. I'm going to ask you, Ambi, what would you like to do?
I'm going to discover that like the head of my cane can twist,
Oh. Oh, dear.
which is very interesting to me right now.
Very fun. Can I get a...
And I'm gonna be like right behind Rita, just like
Okay.
waiting to be able to the opportunity to show her this, but not disrupt what she's doing.
Okay. Yeah. You're just like with her playing with the cane.
Yeah, I'm just like, she's gonna think this is so cool.
Mr. Featherfith, what do you do?
So I want to go to the front door and knock.
Cards on the
I wanna tell
table.
them that I have skills in electrical repair.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just curious of the weird buzzing and lights and want to be helpful.
Okay. Very nice. All right, and small
Well, if
child.
she's going to the front door, I'm gonna get distracted and follow.
Okay, you're also
front
going
door
to the
as
front
well,
door,
too.
playing with with
I
your
shake
cane.
my head and
No.
continue looking for a window.
Fantastic. All right, small child, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna keep my distance and watch these fumbling idiots try not to get wrecked by this neighbor.
I love it. It's those street smarts, kid. All right, Rita, I'm going to ask for you to roll spot hidden.
Nope.
Oh. Yeah, so you
Not even a
look.
little bit.
It just looks
So dark in there.
It's so dark in there. You're like peeking, but it is dark AF in the basement. You can look into like the first floor also. And like you see what looks like a study. There's some like books and papers around. It doesn't really look like, it's not a room for like receiving guests. It's like a room where somebody like works on stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you've spotted that. And that's how he's using the room that's kind of in the same place as Dorothea's like party room.
Okay.
All right. So, our gentlemen who are at the door have knocked. Mr. Corbitt answers the door in nightgown and little hat with fuzzy ball. Oh, yes, how can I help you, gentlemen? I was just turning in for the night.
Well, hello, sir. I saw, all the electricity and heard, the crazy buzzing. And it seemed even a little dangerous. And just after your wonderful fruit that you brought to the party that's so yummy in my tummy, I wanted to come offer to help. See if I could maybe look at your weird electrical device.
You heard buzzing from my basement?
And lights and flashing.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Something's wrong in my basement.
Yeah, why don't we go take a look?
I'm sorry, my house is very messy right now, and it's just too messy for guests. But I will definitely go and check out the basement and see if there's something wrong down there. Thank you for letting me know.
Is the house messy inside?
So, like, he is holding the door,
Okay.
so that it's like, if you want to, like, are you gonna try to, like, poke in? You trying to see?
Yeah, but it's gonna be like,
Okay, all right. So I want you to roll a dex check, but at a quarter, because you're having a rough time.
drugs, they're not doing good for me right now. Nope. 97.
Oh, that's amazing.
No.
Okay, so you definitely you're like trying to like peek in, and then you kind of like end up on his like Mr. Corbitt's nightgown. And God, is it soft. It is so comfortable. I think your friend has maybe had one too many. But thank you for your concern, and I will definitely go and check out my basement. Have a lovely night. And he's gonna try to slam the door shut. Is there anything you're gonna do?
I want to try and force the door open.
A bold choice to do to a stranger. All right. So you are going to try to force the door open while he is trying to slam it shut. What is your strength, sir? If you don't
55.
mind. You have a 55. Okay. I want you to roll just a basic strength check.
So I rolled 13.
Beautiful. That he tries to go like this, and you just fucking one arm up, strong arm that. Oh, that door is open. That door is open for business.
I'm sorry, sir. This might be abrupt, but I feel like the forces of destiny are leading us into this home.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll a persuade or fast talk. That's gonna be up to you whether you believe the forces of destiny or not.
I'll go with persuade.
Okay,
My
go.
character believes in things.
Good. Go for it.
63.
63 against. What's your persuade? Against 10.
Just a bit.
No. Sir, you're gonna need to take your hand off my door and step back, or I am going to call the police.
I guess I'm gonna step back.
Okay, alright.
And avoid the police for the time being.
A little.
Will then slot in where the space is open,
Wait.
but like face first
What?
into it.
So.
He's like, what have you done to me? Scoundrel! What have you done?
What do you mean? What have I done to you? Also, so he's like trying to shut the door again, and then you. Well, okay.
My face is blocking it.
So you've been shut in. Okay, I'm going to, real quick, he's gonna roll a strength roll. Because you put your face in a closing door of your own free
I
will.
might get hurt.
We're gonna
I
see
mean,
if...
was it? I'm pretty drugged out, apparently.
That's true. That is a great question. That is a really important
Can
philosophical...
I be responsible?
Wow, no. This man has noodle arms. He is shaking, and the door just kind of gently, like... You're like, ah. It's like a hug on your face from
I
this door.
am going to ramble at the man, accusing
Yes.
him of his magic fruit of having done something to my brain, but slowly my face is just gonna like slide down the crack of the door as I lose my balance and end up like on my knees. But I'm very upset about the apple, and he is to blame.
Can you roll credit rating really quick?
Oh, you want me to roll credit rating?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Let's see. Any number. Yes, I pass.
Oh my god! That's
You recognize who I am.
You're Mr. Bellum! Oh my
Indeed,
god!
good sir.
What is... You're on my floor! Oh, we export your ink! I am so sorry, sir. What has happened to you? Oh, please, okay, come into the study and sit down for a second. And is this your friend who's with you?
Yes, indeed. Touch his face. It's quite soft.
Okay, maybe later. Why don't both of you come in and sit down? I'm so sorry about the mess. And he brings you into the study. And that is where we're going to take our first break. So Rita is outside peering in. Mr. Vellum has managed to talk his way in. Mr. Featherforth failed, but then has wealthy friends and made it into the building. And we have an urchin outside in the bushes. Great start. We're going to take about a 5-minute break. And it's break time. I could use some wealthy friends, indeed.